Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vice and today we're watching Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 18, the finale. Last episode was absolutely incredible. I loved the insight we had into these two demons, specifically the brother demon and how he thinks Tanjiro should also become a demon to protect his sister. That was very interesting. It also seemed like the brother demon and his mentality around himself was very negative, like he viewed himself in a very poor light and he seemed to be projecting that onto Tanjiro. I'm really hoping in this episode we get more of a backstory for these sibling demons because I really love the parallels that they're trying to draw here and I want to see more of it. Also, Inosuke's fine. He's not fine. He needs medical attention, but he came back to help at the very end along with Zenitsu and Tengen, and we defeated the two demons. They are dead, but unfortunately, the brother demon had a trick up his sleeve and he pretty much exploded everything. So that's where we're at right now. I hope everyone's okay. I hope there's no lasting damage to any of them. I know Tengen lost his arm. I'm pretty sure that's lasting damage, but any more? Hopefully that's it. But I am really excited to keep watching, so without further ado, let's get into it. It was amazing. Yeah, and Tanjiro got the final blow. And they're shocked. I forgot he was poisoned. Oh, this is from his perspective because we had Tanjiro's in the last episode. Yeah, right here. But now we know what Tengen saw that made him do this. Insane. How do they survive this? Nezuko! She's how they survived this. Wow. Oh, her mouth is covered again. Look at that destruction. It truly is like a bomb went off. She's so cute. Ooh. You can't move. Ah, Nezuko! To the rescue! I love her. Look at her. Oh, poor Zenitsu. He has no clue what happened here. You did it to yourself, actually. Yeah, where's Inosuke? He needs help. Can he do the breathing technique that Tanjiro did in the Mugen Train arc that like helped clot his blood, I think? Oh, he's poisoned too. She can heal? No way. Nezuko can heal? That's amazing. Oh, he's in rough shape too. Okay, Nezuko, this is the next one. Why do Nezuko's flames heal? I'm very curious about that. Oh my god. I know, right? He's trying to die in peace.
毒で舌も回らなくなってきたんだが、どうしてくれんだ。
Yeah, Nezuko, she's here. Here to help. Because it doesn't look like it. It looks like she's burning him alive. It's way too soon to be cremating him. Oh my god. Yeah. It ignited the poison, burning it away. Yeah, they still have their regular wounds, but the poison she can heal. I love that she's just giving him a piggyback ride everywhere. Oh, yeah, for Lady Tamayo. Man, we haven't heard from her in a while. Yeah, they evacuated everyone. That is crazy. Imagine if they didn't. Oh my god, all the dead people. He can still talk? They both can still talk? True siblings fighting till the end. Yeah, they're done for at least. But final moments just arguing. Girl! Rude. He protected you like your entire life. Oh my god. What a spoiled brat. He did everything to protect you, to save you, and that's what you say to him? Yeah. Wow. They're just lashing out at each other. Yeah, you should have never been born. He feels that way about himself. Yeah. Because they're family. And that's gonna be your last word. Oh. Wow. Ume. Her name was Ume. Wow. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, weak from malnutrition, from neglect, from abuse. A horrible life. Yeah, you were hated for being poor, basically.
腹が減ったらネズミや虫を食っていた。遊び道具は客が忘れて帰った鎌だった。
And that's why that's your weapon.
俺の中で何かが変わり始めたの。梅が生まれてからだ。梅、お前は俺の自慢だったな。年屋もいかない頃から大人がたじろぐほど綺麗な顔をしていた。俺は自分が喧嘩に強いと気づいて取り立ての仕事を始めた。誰もが俺を気味悪がって恐れた。気分が良かった。自分の
Yeah, so you used
誇
it.
らしくなり、お前のように美しい妹がいることは俺の劣等感を吹き飛ばしてくれた。これから俺たちの人生はいい方へ加速して回っていくような気がした。
And what happened? Because she burned in her backstory flashback.
梅が13になるまでは。
Oh my god.
客の侍の目玉をかんざしてついて
That's what she
失明さ
did.
せたので、
13.
その報復として梅は縛り上げられ、生きたまま焼かれた。俺はいなかった。仕事から戻ったらお前は丸焦げになっていた。やめろやめろやめろ、許さねえ。元に戻せ俺の妹。
And that's why Muzan came in.
でなけりゃ
Because he
神
knew.
も仏もみんな殺してやる。
He knew this one would be powerful.
こいつで間違いないか。
はい、そうでございます。感謝いたします。厄介払いができてよかった。本当に凶暴でね。取り立て先で大怪我させたり、最近ではもう歯止めが効かなくて。梅のことは残念でしたけど、可愛い子を見つけたらまた紹介しますので、お金の方を。
まあ待て、とどめを刺してからだ。
Oh my god.
お前、いい着物だな。
Is he already a demon?
清潔で肌ツヤもいい。
He can't be.
ただ服飯を食って綺麗。
I think it's just him as a human, just he's had enough. He snapped.
生まれた時からそうなんだろう。雨風しのげる家で暮らしていいな。そんなやつが目玉一個なくしたぐらいでキャピーピーと
Oh my god.
騒ぐんじゃねえ。
Wow. What an incredibly tragic backstory this is. To be abused like that constantly your entire life, it changes you. And this was his breaking point when he saw the burned corpse of his little sister. That was when he snapped. And he went off on those two people. He has some mad fighting skills. That's incredible, insane. And then his sister Ume, only 13. That's so young. And she probably didn't want to be in this situation either. She didn't want to be with these men. It doesn't seem like this man was her first customer, or at least I'm not getting that implication. And even if he wasn't, he must have done something that was unacceptable to her. And so she fought back and took his eye for whatever he might have done to her that she did not want to be done to her. 13 years old, defending yourself, and you're burned to death because of it. That's insane. This show does such a great job of showing demons in a very complicated manner. They're not all just evil to be evil. They were human once. Their circumstances led them to this. It turned them into this. And becoming a demon just increased all of the bad qualities that they were already showing. It just increased their hate and their rage, their love of cruelty, because they want to do to others what was done to them. Man, it's just such good writing. When you see characters like these, you just feel for them. Even though they've done awful things, even though they've been killing humans, they've been eating humans. I love that you can see how they got to that point and how truly tragic Muzan is making this world.
いつだって助けてくれる人間はいなかった。どんな時だって全てが俺たちに対して容赦をしなかった。どうしてだ。家福は嘲える縄のことしたろ。いいことも悪いことも変わる変わる来いよ。
And it kind of did when Muzan appeared.
どうしたどうした、かわいそうに。
That's not Muzan.
俺は優しいから放っておけないぜ。その娘
Upper
間もなく
six.
死ぬだろう。お前らに血をやるよ。二人ともだ。
I'll give you some blood.
あの方に選ばれれば鬼となれる。
Wait, what? Muzan didn't create them. This guy did. Upper Six.
さあお前らは鬼とな俺のように銃に気づき上限へと上がってこれる
Well, they took your place, so obviously they could. Does that mean you're higher now?
鬼になったことに後悔はねえ。俺は何度生まれ変わっても必ず鬼になる。幸せそうな他人を許さない。必ず奪って取り立てる九太郎になる。
Yutaru.
ただ、もし唯一心残りがあるとするならば、
Turning your sister too?
梅、お前は俺と違ったんじゃないかってことだ。もっといい店にいたなら、まっとうな俺
Yeah,
らに。
this was your regret.
普通の親元に生まれていたなら普通の娘に、両家に生まれていたなら上品な娘になっていたんじゃないか。
The life she should have
素
led.
直な性格のお前だ。俺が育てたためにお前はこうなっただけで、奪われる前に奪え。
Take before someone takes from you. That's what you taught her. So that's what she did.
侍の目玉をついたが従順
Oh,
にし
he
ていれば
blames himself.
何か違う道があったかもしれない。俺の唯一の心残りはお前だったな。なんだここは地獄か。
お兄ちゃん、やだ、ここ嫌い。どこなの？出たいよ。なんとかして。
And she's here with you.
その姿、
But she's not in her demon
そっ
form.
ちが出口？
お前はもう俺についてくるんじゃねえ。
なんで？待ってよ。私
ついてくんじゃねえ。
さっきのこと怒ったの？謝るから許してよ。お兄ちゃんのこと醜いなんて思ってないよ。悔しかったの。負けて悔しかったの。
Oh, this is
私の
after.
せいで負けた、止めたくなかったの。
Yeah, she's apologizing.
ごめんなさい。うまく立ち回れなくって。私がもっとちゃんと役に立ってたら負けなかったのに。いつも足引っ張ってごめんなさい。ねえ、お兄ちゃん。
お前とはもう
You're
兄
not
弟
my
で
sister
も
anymore.
何で
You're
もない。
nothing to me.
お前は反対の方、明るい方へ行け。
Yeah, go toward the light.
おい。
やだ、離れない。絶対離れないから。ずっと一緒にいるんだから。何回生まれ変わっても私はお兄ちゃんの妹になる。絶対に。私を嫌わないで。一人にしないで。置いてったら許さないわよ。
This is so interesting. Because usually when the demon dies, they're in their human form, but he isn't. He's still a demon.
ひどい、ひどい。約束したの覚えてないの？忘れちゃったの？
Aww.
俺たちは二人なら最強だ。寒いのも腹ペコなのも全然へっちゃら。約束する。
We're always going to be
ずっと一緒だ。
together, even in
絶対
death.
離れない。もう何も怖くないだろう。
Yeah, so they're going to hell together, even though they have the opportunity to go into the light. Wow. That's beautiful.
仲直り
Yeah, they did, Tanjiro.
終わったな。疲れた。
Yeah, now it's time for rest.
そうか6ね一番下だ上限
Yeah, this is the lowest of the upper ranks.
上限を倒した
That's crazy.
わけだ実にめでたいことだな褒めてやってもいい
いやお前から褒められても
そうですよ。
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
ずいぶん遅かったですね。遅いんですよ。そもそも来るのが。
左手と左目を失ってどうするつもりだ
Yeah, he lost his
たかが
eye
上
and
限
his
の
hand.
6度の戦いで復帰までどれだけかかるその間の穴埋めは誰がするんだ
俺は引退する
Yeah, because that was what he promised, to retire with his
親方
wives
様も許し
and
て
just
くださる
live
だろう
after defeating
ふ
an
ざ
upper
ける
rank.
なよ俺は許さないただでさえ若手が育たず死にすぎるから柱は煉獄が抜けた後空席
Yeah,
の
now
まま
there's gonna be 2 vacant
お
Hashira
前程
spots.
度でもいないよりはマシ死ぬまで戦え
いや若手は育ってるぜ
Yeah, he's talking about Tanjiro. He's gonna become a Hashira.
お前の大嫌いな若手がな
おい
Oh.
まさか生き残ったのかこの戦いでかまど
Yeah, they all
炭治郎
did.
そうか。倒したか。上限を。よくやった天元。
Oh, he's so excited.
禰豆子善逸。
I've never seen him like this before. Yeah, and he's dying. But is it poison too? Can Nezuko heal him?
変わらなかった状況が今変わったアマネわかるかこれは兆しだ運命が大きく変わり始める
Wow, he's so reinvigorated by this.
周囲を巻き込んで大きく揺らしやがてはあの男の元へ届く鬼物人無惨お前は必ず私たちの代で倒す我が一族唯一の
The sole blemish on my family? They're related?
お前たち湯を沸かしなさい。それから薬と手ぬぐいを。
These are your kids?
早く父上。
Oh my god. I knew they resembled each other. And now Muzan's gonna be so angry.
異空間無限城
It's called the Infinity Castle?
呼ばれたということは
I know that's the movie title.
上限が鬼狩りにやられた
Oh, look at them all. I like how Nezuko's the only one not crying.
みんな生きててよかった
And that was Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 18, the finale. Great finale. I'm so glad we finally got the backstory on the brother-sister demon team. It was so tragic, and it definitely explained a lot of their mentality that they had throughout this season. So first, I want to start with Ume. So her name's not Daki. I'm really curious where she got that name from, but I'm assuming Muzan must have named her or something. But Ume, she, at the end here, when their heads were cut off, she started blaming her brother. She started blaming him for not being able to protect her, for not being able to help her. She just kept pushing everything onto him, and then even like broke at one point and had a tantrum about that, like he was ugly, you're not my brother, all that stuff. And it now explains why she like has those tantrums with him, because this isn't the first time she's had one with him. And it's because she's actually only 13 years old. She was 13 when she was killed. She ended up surviving the fire, and she was turned into a demon when she was 13 years old. So of course, even though she's had years of being a demon and she has matured, she is still that 13-year-old little girl with her brother. And that comes out in like these crying tantrums. They were poor, they were cold and hungry. He still protected her. He still made sure that she got food, even if it wasn't a lot. He basically was all she had in life. He looked out for her, he loved her, and he wanted to protect her forever. And I think once they became demons, Ume, as Daki, kind of just took that for granted a little bit, that her brother was always going to be there, that her brother was always going to protect her, because in her mind, he has never failed at that. But now he has. And so she goes off on her little tangent, like, you're not my brother. My brother would have protected me, all that stuff. And that, of course, ignites something within him to throw it all back at her about how useless she is, that she can't do anything right, that he always has to step in and help her, that she should have never been born, and all that rhetoric that he spews at her, that he had already spewed at Tanjiro. It's what he feels about himself, because it's also probably what those people on the street would tell him when they would throw rocks at him. When his own mother tried to kill him over and over again, when she abused him, she probably said those same exact words to him. And so it's just like regurgitating all of those feelings and pushing it onto his little sister, because his little sister just made him angry in that moment. And like, what a sibling thing to do, to just argue, fight till the end, basically. Because I don't know, I just feel like they showed that dynamic off really well. And I am glad that Tanjiro stepped in and covered the brother's mouth, because Ume heard her brother say that, and it definitely hurt her. But I think Tanjiro definitely helped in that situation to try and make it not as bad, because he can recognize that these two only have each other. They are both dying right now. They cannot die believing that the other one hates them, because they're siblings, and Tanjiro can relate to that on such a personal level. And so that was a great scene. I loved the backstory, just an incredible viewpoint from Gyutaru, the brother demon, and how he blames himself for what happened to his sister, because he protected her entire life. He taught her to take before others can take from you, because that's what he did. And unfortunately, when his sister did that, it ended with her death. She was burned to death. She didn't die somehow, but that's still incredibly painful, incredibly horrific, traumatic, and he blames himself for that. because he thinks that maybe if he didn't tell her to do that, if he didn't raise her, then maybe she would have went to one of the other houses. Maybe she would have grown up and had a child, a husband. Maybe she would have had a life, but she didn't. And he blamed himself for that. So of course, when they're turned into demons, he's going to be like 110% back right into protecting her because he feels like he failed the first time. Also very interesting that it wasn't Muzan who found them. I really thought it was going to be Muzan who saw Gyutaru and how he defended his sister, how he killed those humans, how he snapped. I really thought it was going to be Muzan who saw that human and was like, oh, this could be a demon. This could be an upper rank. I can mold this person. I can use him and his connection to his sister to further my own goals. But it wasn't Muzan who found them. It was an upper six. An upper six demon. This guy, whoever he is, he found them and gave them his blood. What does that do? Because here we are thinking that only Muzan can turn humans into demons. And then of course we learned that Lady Tamayo can also turn humans into demons. So it's not Muzan specific, but it's being played that way. So why would this upper six give his blood if he knows he can't turn them into demons? What does a demon giving their blood to a human do to a human if not turn them into a demon? I'm very confused by that. I'm very intrigued by that, especially because he said Muzan would still have to determine if you become demons or not. So is sharing his blood basically like sharing Muzan's blood because Muzan's blood is inside of him? And so once Muzan's blood is inside of these siblings, Muzan's blood, aka Muzan, decides to turn them? Is that how it works? Very cool though. And I'm very curious about this new upper six because obviously the brother-sister duo, they're upper six right now. So did this upper six move up in rank? Because I just have a hard time seeing the brother-sister duo defeating this demon to take the rank. I feel like they wouldn't just introduce a whole other demon like this just to be like, oh yeah, no, this brother-sister demon duo who are dead, they actually killed this guy so many years ago to become the upper six rank. Like, no, I don't think that's it. I think this guy moved up. So how far up is he, and when are we gonna see him again? Because I really liked his design too. And then Nezuko. Nezuko, her blood demon art, her fire, it burns away poison. So she's kind of a healer in a sense, but only specifically for poison, or maybe specifically only for demon poison. I don't really know how it works. It seems like nobody else does either. So that's definitely something we're going to explore further in the series. And I'm really excited for that because now that we've seen what poison looks like on a person, when they went back to the Demon Slayer Corps and they showed us the leader, I forget his name or his title, sorry, but when we were shown the leader again, his purple colorations all over his body resembles the poison that was on Tengen. Like, it's very similar. So I'm very curious if we can use Nezuko's power to heal him. Can we do that? Because now, the leader has always seemed very calm. He had like a soothing presence, but at the end of this episode, oh, he was like reinvigorated. He was excited because they killed an upper six. And he feels like this is it. This is the team that's going to take down Muzan. This is the generation where we're finally going to get rid of demons. And he said that Muzan is a stain on his family. Was that the exact wording? The sole blemish on my family. That's what it says. So Muzan is related to him, somehow. That's so intriguing, because I did have this random theory. Was it in season 1? It was like wild. I was like, maybe this guy is Muzan, because Muzan can shapeshift. So I was like, what if he's Muzan? Wild theory, definitely debunked in that very episode that I put it out there. But I was so close. He's not Muzan, but he's related to Muzan. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. So how long have demons been around? Because Muzan is the first demon. And I was under the impression that demons have been around for like hundreds of years. How closely related are they? Because it's personal for him. It's always been personal. And I never realized how personal, but obviously he feels guilty about this because it's like his family started all of this chaos. And so of course he wants to stop it. But how close in relation is he to Muzan? But yeah, what an incredible episode. I love this entire arc. I think the Entertainment District arc has been my favorite so far. I will stand by that. I think it was really well done. And I'm really excited to go into season 3. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this episode and this season as a whole. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like and subscribe and check out my other shows here on the channel. And with that, Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye!